Well, there are demonstrations taking place around the Palestinian territory, and Nabeel is with me. Nabeel, why are people demonstrating?
We are demonstrating right now in all the cities in Palestine, Bethlehem, Ramallah, Hebron, Nablus, for many reasons, and because the expense of life became really terrible comparing to the amount of money that we get paid as workers.
Are these price raises basically too much to bear?
They've been too much to bear for many years, and now it's gone higher because Israel decided that they're gonna lift up the petrol price, the bread, the food, the vegetables, everything is going high in Israel. But on the other side in Israel, the minimum wage right now is 4,300 shekels, which is a bit over $1,000 for a person. But the wage here in Palestine right now is really low, which is about 1,500 or 1,700 shekels, which is nothing comparing to Israel. At the same time, we pay the same amount of money for food, petrol, gas, and everything that we really need to live.
And how have people been demonstrating?
There's been so many ways that we try as youth and family members and anyone who actually struggle with it, which is all Palestinian people. It's been through stopping our cars, not driving it, walking in the streets, actually walking on donkeys, just to show that, you know, that's what's going to happen. People are going ahead as far as technology, as far as knowledge, and instead we are going back because, you know, we want to follow up with the whole world, but we can't because prices are too expensive. Today in Beit Sahur, there are big vehicles, you know, that people who work on them, it's their way to live, it's their way to feed their family and make sure they have a shelter and a house to sleep in at night and food for them. Of course, it's too expensive for them right now, so they don't make a lot of money before. Now they make even less. Of course, through carrying a pan and a spoon, and a piece of bread, maybe just to show that it's too expensive. On Wednesday, which is yesterday, people have gone to Salam Fayyad's place to tell him that, you know, you can change it and it's in your hand.
And also, he's the prime minister.
The prime minister, of course, of Palestine. And of course, the many ways, and we are trying to ask for them to change Paris deal that we had in 1995 that basically says we will follow up with Israel and anything they do. Like if Israel rise up the cost of their food and Palestine has to rise. So we are the same level with them as far as the outcome, but the income is different.
Now there's been demonstrations here in Bethlehem and you've been demonstrating. So what have you been doing?
I personally try to walk around the streets shouting and not shouting, you know, just saying things that I believe isn't right. We carried posters that says, you know, for example, I carried a poster that says bread is too expensive right now, please wake up. People are a bit annoyed right now. They've gone to the point, you know, we are nothing like Egypt or Tunis or any other country that have been, you know, nothing like Syria, for example. You know, we're not against our government. We don't hate our government, no, but we want them to change the way we live in, you know. Basically, we're saying, you know, we want to support you, especially because we are occupied, you know, country. So if we are occupied, we're not here to be against our government. No, we want to stand hand by hand and actually try to get out of this situation that we're living in.
Now, I understand in Gaza somebody set themselves on fire. Is this all over the Palestinian area?
In Gaza, last week somebody set himself on fire. Also a few days ago, someone from Hebron, from my refugee camp, Al-Fawar camp, his name was Khalid Abu Rabia. He's 42 years old, which is young. He's a young man, you would say. And this guy, he was married to 2 girls. He had 10 children. Living in a refugee camp, and it was already too expensive to him. He never had a chance to save money for his children who goes to school. I spoke to his cousin on the phone, trying to find out more about him. You know, I don't know the guy personally, but I know some of his family members who told me that he's a guy who works hard in order to feed his family. A lot of people say he made a mistake by marrying 2. Yes, but at the same time, you have 10 children that we need to actually think about it, that a man like him, he should be able to bring money, at least feed his family. And he got to the point where he can't feed his family. And this is very bad.
So that's stripping dignity from people when you can't actually feed your own family, isn't it?
Yeah, it drives him nuts. He decided to go. He didn't turn himself on fire because the police got him at the right time. But you know, he was like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see the youth of Palestine getting to the point where, you know, I would rather die than live. You know, life is great, life is amazing, but we just need to realize, as a government, as the Palestinians, the nation, ourselves, this generation, man, we need to realize this is life is amazing. We just need to stand for our right. Say, okay, we want to support you, our government. If you hear me right now, we're not here against you. I'm not here to say, oh, screw you, Salam Fayyad, I don't like you. No, no, no. I'm not against you, Salam. I'm just saying, you know, you gotta change some of the things that you're doing right now in order for your nation to keep following up with you.
So do you think the Palestinian Authority is listening?
They always listen. They've listened to the youth. They know what the youth is saying. They always listen. Whether they want to act and do something positive or actually try to make a change, this is something I don't know. But I know they listen. They know what's happening. They know what's happening around Palestine. But, you know, maybe there's nothing they can do in their hand, but there should be.
Okay, Nabeel, thank you very much.
You're welcome.